Hello and welcome back to WMKC TV with me, Chris McCarthy. The next race on track is the TKM Extreme Club Race. Like the juniors, the first of two races, and I do love this class. I'm very much looking forward to this race. TKM Extreme always provides great racing, and I'm sure today should be no different. That mainly because of the number of talented drivers we have through the field. So let's go through that grid with you. Starting on pole, number 35, Joe Dickens. Alongside him, Matthew Harris. Behind them on the inside is the number 86 of Thomas McMurray. And to his outside, the number 45 of Jamie Tyler. It promises to be a thriller. So sit tight as they come onto the straight to take the start. They get into the tram lines. And do we get a clean start? Yes, we do. Joseph Dickens jumping in his seat. He takes the whole shot through turn one, and that looks like Harris has done well to hold on to his second through the first two corners. I think that is McMurray in third, but I will confirm that with you. So Dickens into Ashby for the first time, followed by Harris. That is I think that is Allnut coming into third, and he started fifth on the grid. He's in the number 36. And behind him is Murray, I believe. So, yes, they are. So, the drivers all nose to tail. Joe Dickens just has a look over his shoulder, but no need to defend yet. But I'm sure I'm already excited to see what happens when they go up the hill for the second time. So, they come on to all the drivers within the same shot. Who's going to make the first move out of the lead pack? We come out of turn two onto the straight. Up the hill we go, and Allnut is climbing all over the back of Harris for second. He looks to the inside. Does he get that move completed? Yes, he does, but there was a bit of contact there with Joe Dickens. He just got his braking slightly wrong, and look at the gap that has allowed him. Yeah, he just got it slightly wrong there, and you can see the tyre mark on his front bumper there. He just clipped the back of Dickens, but thankfully to Dickens, no damage done, and it actually gave him the gap more than anything. These TKM classes, like the G's, the tyres they use are just rock hard, and they do take a while to get up to temperature, especially when it is in the winter months as we are now. So you will see maybe some mistakes, but a lot of these drivers are well experienced and talented, so I'm sure they will keep it as clean as they can. So Dickens has got a fair gap. There's about 4 carts there queued for fourth with Jamie Tyler on the back of it, and he looks to the inside, but McMurray also looks to the inside of Harris and goes through for third. Jamie Tyler couldn't take advantage there in fifth place. So Dickens from Allnut. That is McMurray in third, Harris is in fourth, and Tyler in fifth. So will we see a change for third? Because Harris is climbing all over the back of McMurray and is looking to get straight back past him. However, the two leaders are now right nose to tail, all over the back of Dickens. Last lap round, he did not get a great exit from turn two, did Allnut, and it left him vulnerable for his third position. But thankfully, McMurray helped him out a bit there by going for third. So we come out of turn two for the second time, for the third time even, and that looks like Jamie Tyler in the background looking to the inside of Harris, but Harris defends. No doing there for Tyler. He's going to have to wait for another opportunity, and look, he can probably just see Dickens. He can see McMurray just edging away maybe a little bit from Harris and just getting onto the back of those top two, and Tyler will want to get past Harris as quick as possible if he is to go with them. But Harris, in that Litchfield run Tony kart, looks like he's just starting to maybe find his pace back, but it's still very early days here, and look at the top five. They are absolutely together now, and there's even a big battle there going on for sixth place, with the number 72 of James Bright being the leader of that. But we have a McMurray. Oh, he's on the curb there, and Jamie Tyler, however, is the man making a change of position. He takes fourth place, and there was a car off there in the background. That was the number 56, which is Matt Grant. I'm not too sure what happened to him, but he looked like he had a spin. Maybe he went for a move or had some contact from behind, but I can see him trying to get it going in the background there. These TKMs are bump start engines, 100cc engines. They are very old school, but back to them in a sec, because Allnut is going for the lead into the boot. and he is past Dickens, and Dickens is now vulnerable to McMurray, who also takes second place off of him. So Dickens first to third in quick succession, and now Jamie Tyler also looks up the inside, but Dickens is brave and goes round the outside. What's going to happen when they come up the hill? We have Bright there all over the curbs in the background, but the drivers all line astern as we come through there. Look at James Bright, he is flying actually. You can see maybe a bit too quick for turn 2 there as he had to take to the runoff, but he's absolutely flying and has caught up to the top 5. No problem. So will we see him start to make his way through and perhaps challenge Allnut for his lead? But however, Allnut is leader, and from McMurray in third place is Joe Dickens, Tyler in fourth, and Harris there in fifth. So all these TKM 100cc run engines, they are bump start engines, not like the Rotax classes, which we will see later in the day, which are push button starts. So yeah, they are proper old school, and until I don't know, around the mid-90s, they were the only karts to race. Now back to the leaders, as we have had a change for second. Joe Dickens has moved into second, and Jamie Tyler also had a look to the inside there, but just couldn't quite get past McMurray. So he'll wait for his next opportunity. Joe Dickens is giving McMurray the push sign, telling him, come on, follow me, mate. Let's go and take that victory away from Allnut, which will be probably the smartest thing for them to do right now, because Allnut just looks like he's just got a bit of a gap. So, and it's Constantinoing this lead at all times. I have a feeling maybe Allnut has gone for a slightly different gearing to the other drivers around him. He looks a lot quicker in the infield section to what he does on this straight section. He does look vulnerable every lap, as we see Dickens look straight to the inside. As you can see, look, all the drivers, they're queuing up on the inside. Dickens, McMurray, Tyler, and Allnut. I think he's dropped back to even fifth place, because I think that's Harris who has got through going into turn 5. Yes, he has. So Allnut has just gone from first to fifth place. This is great racing. You can see all the TKM drivers all in like carriages of a train. Nothing to separate them. And first up, we have seen some great clean racing. Dickens gets his head down. He would have probably noticed what's happened to Allnut, and will have that in mind next time they go up the hill, and may want to think about defending his lead. I know we're only halfway into this race, but losing that lead seems to just drop you back to fifth or sixth place. So it was like I was referring to with the cadet race earlier, like the cycling. And now McMurray feels he needs to defend his place from second from Tyler, who is climbing all over the back of him. But he's also under pressure from Harris. Oh, God. I just need to catch my breath back for a second there. Tyler looks up the inside but couldn't make it past. In the background, Allnut is making amends for his position losses and has got past Harris. And we also see James Bright, who got caught out on the outside there and lost a position. So I think the number 63, I think that is, in the mix there, Jason Wilson. So apologies if I have got that wrong. Like I said before, this is my first time, and I promise you I will get better at it. So over halfway through this race now, McMurray looks quick in second place. And will he challenge for the lead going up the hill? No, he won't. Everyone looking over their shoulders just to see what's going on behind. Oh, and that was an aggressive move there in the 6-3 by Wilson. It didn't look like he had enough room to get up the inside, but maybe a bit of a forced move there. But McMurray has gone into the lead down the hill there and has taken Joe Dickens. Jamie Tyler is with him in third. But Joe Dickens fights straight back and has gone through into Chapman's, and Tyler has now followed him through into second. And I think Allnut is also going to take advantage of it, and he has, and he's gone into third. So I don't know. I lost count of how many times the lead changed that lap. However, and McMurray's back into third. McMurray, I think he's been in every position in the top 6 so far this race. This is great racing, but that battling there for third has allowed the top 2 to get away. But the amount of times I've said that this race and been wrong, and next thing you know, the leaders all back together again. But Allnut has gone for third, and McMurray will now be staring at the back of him and is vulnerable to about a dozen karts behind him. Dickens still leads. Tyler's looking over his shoulder, can see a gap, and perhaps we might see the two leaders maybe work together now, because they are away from this peloton of if we're going to refer to cycling, if you like. and can just concentrate on perhaps getting away and then leaving it till the end of the race before they decide to do any battling, because as you can see, once you lose one position in this race, it seems you lose about 5. So, and that's CSG Harris there. I think he's in about 8th position. So he's struggled with people with just queues of carts coming past him. Allnut now still defending that position vigorously from McMurray in 4th. That's Wilson in 5th. So we're coming towards the business end of this race now, and it looks like if the leaders behave themselves, the 2 leaders, that it will just be a straight fight to a victory between these 2 for the victory. Allnut there in 3rd. Who's going to take the last podium position though? That's the question. There's about a dozen drivers that can do so. I told you this race was going to be exciting, but this is a great race, and it's just a shame really that we do not get to see the TKM Extreme class every month. Like I mentioned at the start, it is the first time we have seen them, mainly due to there not being enough entries. And McMurray was on the grass there. He looked to the inside. Allnut was wise to it, defended his position, perhaps left it too late to defend, because McMurray looked like he may have already been alongside, and see puffs of smoke, puffs of dust coming up there as he took to the grass. And it's a shame the cameraman didn't stick with that shot there, because I would have loved to have seen how that ended. Whatever did happen though, Allnut is still in that podium position from McMurray in 4th, Wilson's in 5th, and I think that's Bright in 6th. So the leaders come round the last corner to start what I think will be the last lap. Yes, it is the last lap. Bound goes out there, as you can see to your left. So who's going to take the victory? Dickens, Tyler, who wants it? Let's see. They come up the hill. Dickens defends. Tyler looks to the outside, but can he get the switchback? His next opportunity will be down the hill. They come into the shot now. As you see, Dickens already covering that inside. Looks over his shoulder. Tyler to the outside. He's looking to switch back on him. But Tyler... Oh, look. Tyler's giving him the push signal there. That's a bit cheeky. It's the last lap, Jamie. You know, I don't think Joe's going to think you're going to stick behind him, mate. It's the last lap. I'm sure you'll want the victory as much as he does. This is bringing Allnut back into play in 3rd, but I think it's going to be too little too late by Allnut. Dickens looked like he has got this well under control. He looks over his shoulder, comes into the last corner, and is going to take a victory there. And that is a great drive. Jamie Tyler looks happy and perhaps relieved to hang on to that 2nd place, with a queue of about a dozen carts led by Allnut in 3rd. Number 86 McMurray was 4th. Wilson was 5th, with Harris perhaps will be slightly disappointed with that 6th position, as he ran well early on in the race. And James Bright took the 7th place. And after that, they were all just queuing up behind. And that was an absolutely great race. I can't wait to see them again later on the day. They will be the last race of our day today. So make sure you do tune in for that on WMKC TV.